Okay, guys. So how's it going today? So this will be update one. This is only about a day after since I sprayed that Roundup for lawns. I didn't spray it here in the yard though. That's probably gonna be like a million degrees in here. She was a hot one today. I think it was damn near 100 degrees. So luckily I did all my spraying yesterday when it was only about 80 something out. It's definitely hot in here. But I'm going to turn this fan on just to get a bit of air moving. This fan's not the greatest, but at least it moves a little bit of something. So, yeah, anyways, I sprayed that Roundup yesterday. And it's made for lawns. It's that new Roundup from, it's that new Roundup from Roundup. It's made for lawns. There's only one video I found on YouTube about it. Apparently, to him, it kind of ruined his grass a little bit. It didn't really kill it, but it kind of hurted it a little bit. Well, I had a shit ton of thistles at the farm in the pasture there. So I kind of just spot sprayed everything, all the thistles and whatnot. Let's see. It seems to kill some weeds that I don't think that are on that list. They had quite a few weeds that would kill. But as of right now, I've sprayed thistles. We have like multiple different kinds of thistles. We got your ordinary thistles, and we got, I think it's Canadian or it's a bull thistle, whatever it is. They're much bigger and they basically look like a weed plant, like weed marijuana. You know, they look kind of like that. We had one last year, and I sprayed that with Roundup, the grass and weed killer, and it took that right out. But now we're getting more. So I sprayed that. Sprayed some thistles. I sprayed some milkweeds, and I've sprayed some burdocks. Everything but the milkweeds are being affected by it. As of right now, I don't really know too much about the milkweeds because I checked them, and we don't really have enough to really spray. I mean, I could go spray that big shit pile out in the field, but I don't have quite enough to do all that spraying. So, but there's a few out there, and I sprayed them anyway, and they didn't really look hurt as of yet. Now it says on the package that you would see results right away, kind of not. Well, the next day you will, which is basically it's the same as the Roundup grass and weed killer. They claim that you would see results within 12 hours. I see results within probably 24 hours, so a good day. So it's the same with this here. Now, the thistles that I'm killing are much taller than what would probably be in your lawn. You know, because usually if you mow them, they're only going to be like 1 or 2 inches tall, where I'm dealing with thistles that are maybe 2.5 feet tall already. And I sprayed them yesterday, and they are wilted. They are not dead yet, but they are wilted. So that's a sign of them that they are being hurt. And it's not from the heat, because today it was, like I said, it was a freaking 100 degrees out, and you know, I know the heat wouldn't have gotten to them really too much because their roots go really far into the ground, and I'm sure that's where moisture's at. So, but I know for a fact that the heat wasn't bothering it because there was one thistle that I missed, and he was standing perfectly straight up. But he was getting seeds on him, so I went ahead and cut the head off just so he wouldn't seed. But I'm keeping him there. He'll still grow because I didn't spray him with Roundup, so he's still going to grow, but he won't be able to seed right away. it might be another month yet before he can probably go back to seeding again, because they'll have to grow that stem back again a little bit. But I'm keeping him there as a test. This breeze feels good. It's kind of a cold breeze. It's coming from the north. To see, I just wanted him there as, to see what, if the Roundup was actually doing its job. Because I honestly at first didn't really think it was going to do anything. So, I don't really know if it's going to do anything. But after just one day, because I sprayed yesterday, and the surprising thing is I sprayed yesterday. I started spraying around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I kept going until, I don't know, I suppose 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So, and my stuff that I bought was already pre-mixed. It was the refill bottles. It was a 1-gallon jug. And then my grandma wanted to buy a little bit because she wanted to help out too. And she can't really afford the big jugs like I can. But she got a pretty good sized. I actually have it here now because I had to start using it. But hers is the mixable kind. You have to actually mix it with water. So it's 4 ounces for every gallon of water that you put in your tank. So, and the cup that they give you is only 3 ounces. So you have to do it twice for 1 gallon. So you have to put in 3 ounces and then put another ounce back in the cup and then put it in your water. That's your 4 ounces per gallon. You do that twice. I did that twice because I have a 2-gallon sprayer. So, and it requires, 4 ounces per gallon of water that you use. The stuff I had, like I said, was already pre-mixed. It was only a gallon jug. So I didn't have to mix that or anything. I just dumped it right in my sprayer and went with it. And it did work. So, and as far as I can tell, there really was no strength difference in between the two because it's supposed to be the same. But sometimes they might make the mixable kind stronger than it really needs to be. But I'm seeing the same results either way. So, now if it will kill them. There was one guy that already did a video on it, and it had killed his. Well, his were only maybe 3 inches tall. I'm dealing with stuff that's feet tall. But I think it's going to work. I think the stuff's going to work. What it's going to do to the grass, I don't know, because I'm not really spraying the grass. So, because for me, I was kind of just spot spraying. But there was one area that I just kind of went over it with the sprayer. Well, I wasn't even spot spraying. I was literally just acting like I was a sprayer, and I was just letting it fall on the ground wherever it went. So, I went and checked that area. That was the only area that I did. It was over by the black barn there. We had some thistles growing there. And I just sprayed all over the place. And I didn't really see any damage to the grass. But I did see the thistles hurt. So, the grass by the barn pretty much looked like my lawn because the cows are eating it down. So, I don't know. But as of right now, like I said, it's only been a day, so I'm probably going to give you guys another update. I think what's today, Tuesday. I sprayed Monday, so Friday I will do another video. And I also have I'm going to throw a clip in here too. I showed the thistles. Maybe I've already shown you that, or I'll show it to you now. You'll see that the thistles are actually their heads are wilting over now. So usually when I do that with the Roundup grass and weed killer, it basically they just start turning brown right away. So I don't really know what this Roundup's doing different. The only thing I can think of is maybe that it's dehydrating them and they're just slowly dying, whereas I think the weed and grass killer, I think literally burned them. Because the grass and weed killer is a very strong chemical. You can definitely not spray that stuff in your lawn. You will kill your grass as well. So how it would do in like an actual lawn, I don't really know. But I'm testing it out there in the pasture, and that's basically like lawn because the cows are eating it down. It's even thinner than this. But I will definitely consider it some more and maybe get some more later on. Got a car coming. Like I said, I'm going to give it a week. Now, yes, I'm already making this video and it's only been one day, but it'll probably be a couple days before you guys actually see this video. So in 2 more days from when you guys probably see this video, the weeds will have died a little bit more than that. But I thought that car was coming down here. I guess not. The true test won't be for about a week. So I sprayed Monday, so I probably should wait till maybe next Monday, but I'm going to give you guys an update maybe anytime from Friday to Monday. Anywhere around there, I'll probably make an update video, and then I'll give you guys another quick shot of how it looks. Just as of one day, the thistles are looking pretty sad. And surprisingly, I sprayed had to been at least a 5-foot tall burdock, and the burdock is wilting. It's not dead, it's not brown, but it's wilting. So that's telling me it must be doing something. But now, if it will actually kill them, I won't know that result for a good week. But I'm gonna check it every day. I usually like seeing them turn brown, because then I'll know for sure that they're dying. But as of right now, they're still green. They're just starting to wilt. But if this stuff works out in the pasture, I'm definitely going to consider it for my lawn. I may do another little test sample. I've used Weed Be Gone in the front yard. It seemed to do okay. I don't think it's working the greatest, but I think I'm actually going to grab another. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I'll grab another bottle next month, and I'm going to spray this area. You can see I got some weeds. I mean, look at these weeds right here. Those are weeds. Okay, that's not grass. That's just straight up weeds. I'm going to spray this little section right here, and then see what it actually does to the grass. I'll give you guys an actual grass test as well. Right now, I'm just giving you guys. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm hardcore spraying right now. I'm spraying some massive weeds. This stuff is really meant for lawn, but I figured, well, it's made by Roundup. They're going to make this stuff a little bit stronger than it should be. Clearly, it's stronger than Weed Be Gone, because I know Weed Be Gone would never be able to fucking do that. Because I've used Weed Be Gone in the past. My uncle's actually gotten some of that stuff. And he's sprayed some pretty big weeds, and they don't get affected by it very much. They may get sad for maybe a week, but then they come right back again. So that's why I was like, well, we got to get something better than this. On the small weeds, it did okay, you know, but when you got at least a foot or bigger, that Weed Be Gone wasn't doing much. So I started buying that Roundup grass and weed killer. Okay, well, that stuff worked great, but the sad thing about that is that it will kill grass as well. So if I'm spraying that in a hay field, if anything that gets on some of the hay, it's going to kill that little bit of hay. Well, then if you kill the hay, then you got weeds that will grow in that dead spot. So basically, then you're getting weeds all over again. So that's why I'm switching over to this. I'm going to try this stuff now. But the bad stuff about this is that, from what I can tell, because I figured, well, it's for lawns, so it's not going to kill the grass. Okay, well, if it's not going to kill the grass, it's not going to kill any weeds that are related to the grass group. Foxtail, that's considered a grass. It's not a weed, it's considered a grass. So when I spray that with the grass and weed killer, it kills it. But if I would to touch it with the Roundup for lawns, it wouldn't do a damn thing to it. So, and I even sprayed it, and I went and checked, and it's still green. So I'm probably going to have to go down there with the John Deere and mow them. the seeds are still green, which they're going to get close, but I'm going to have to cut them anyway, so they don't blow the seeds all over the place. And then I'll have to go back over it again next year or something with the actual grass and weed killer, or get something else that will actually kill everything but grass. But as of right now, I think that grass, or that damn bug, get out of here. That Roundup lawn kill stuff. I'd say it would work okay in your hay fields, your pastures. I haven't really tested it as of yet, but I don't think I'm going to, even though I should be. But I didn't buy enough to do that, and my sprayer's not big enough. It's only a 2-gallon sprayer. I gotta get a 26-gallon sprayer or something. The one I'm looking at's got a 40-foot boom on it, so, or it's boomless actually, but it's got a 40-foot swath of spray, so I need that. So, but yeah, I would like to buy that stuff in bulk, either the mixable kind or the already pre-mixed stuff, and just spray with that. And this is the kicker. You can get a 1 gallon of the Roundup for lawns, a 1-gallon jug for $20. At my hardware, it's $20 anyway. But then if you want the gallon of the grass and weed killer from Roundup, it's $100. Why there's such a major difference in price, I don't know. Maybe that's just a discount price for right now, and then they'll jack it up later on when they think people are going to buy it. I don't know. But for $20 for a 1 gallon, for $100 I could get quite a few, and have enough to spray a lot of ground. Probably wouldn't even be quite enough to spray my place, but you'd probably need at least 26 gallons, even just to do probably half this fucking yard. I don't really know. I don't have a 26-gallon sprayer, and I've never sprayed that much. So, but yeah, so that's the report for just one day of Roundup for lawns. I didn't use it on my lawn. I used it out in the pastures at the farm there, because the thistles are freaking going insane. So I had to do something, and I wanted to try it out. But as for killing the grass, I haven't really noticed anything yet. The one guy said that he did, but the thing is that maybe he put it on too thick too. I don't know. He might have put it on like a gallon just to that little weed, like you don't really need to overspray to kill weeds. You need to get them damp or wet at least, and that's it. They even say too that if you're spraying to the point to where it's dripping off the weeds, you're just wasting chemical. So, and that's what I used to do with the Roundup grass and weed killer. I'd just spray until it was soaking wet, but you don't really, definitely for grass and weed killer, you do not need to do that. Just get it damp, and then, and then you should be fine. But for me, I'm learning as I'm going, so I've learned that you don't really need a hell of a lot to spray. So, but I found out even for this grass, or for the lawn stuff, you don't really need much either, because I didn't really spray a lot. I didn't really spray all those weeds. And they're still wilting. The $1 million question is if it will actually kill them, because like I said, they're over 2 feet tall, and if it will not kill the grass. That's going to be the main test, and that's what we'll find out probably at the end of this week. I think right now we're going to be in kind of a heat spell for the next couple of days. Like I said, I got like 100 today, and I don't know what it's supposed to be tomorrow, but it's supposed to be hot too. So, but either way, it's just going to be a hot one, and that might affect the grass. But if it's going to affect the grass, it's going to affect it. But I don't know if it's going to be from the Roundup, because if you look at my lawn, you see some brown spots too. And I mowed just a few days ago, but my grass always dies at the end of it around this time anyway. It's just the way it is. So, and I mowed it at 3 inches this year at this time too. So, but the weeds I think are really fucking up my grass too. So I mean, I'm getting a lot of weeds here. So I mean, I got a little bit of that Roundup left, so I probably have enough to. Well, sure, yeah, I'd probably have more than enough. I wouldn't even need a gallon of this stuff. Maybe come next week, I'll spray this little section of my yard and see what it does. If it kills the grass, it kills the grass. I'm not gonna worry about it too much because fuck it. So, but I don't know if it's going to or not. It didn't look like it was doing much over there at the pasture, so I don't know what it'll do here, but only time will tell, right, guys? So, but yeah, so anyways, guys, I guess I'm gonna probably take off. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update there for the Roundup for lawns. That's new from Roundup, and this is only a day after I sprayed, and they're wilting. They're not dead yet, but the heads are flopping over, so that's a good sign. Can't say it's definitely not from the heat, because that one I didn't spray and he was still standing, so I guess whatever. So I'll give you guys another update sometime this weekend or come Monday, and then we'll just see how it does. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.